Hey everybody, it's a Nooner. This is a Nooner. If you don't know what a Nooner is, I know you're tired of me explaining. I'll explain it one more time for the new guys. This is kind of where we get the conversation going in the comments section where I just kind of give a topic and I want to hear from you guys. And this time I need you guys to change my mind. Change my mind about something because I'm going to talk about two things that I really don't like that are collectibles. So, I got a window popped up here. Okay. Go ahead and get it out of the way because I'm sure some people's not going to agree and say, What's wrong with you? I don't like doll-size action figures. Can't stand them. Talking about Mego mostly. Now, the Mego in the 70s, I give them a pass because it was a product of their time. So I can understand from a toy history way, they're great and everything. Some of the doll figures don't look that, but if you go back to Kenner's, almost a Kenny Rogers. Go back to Kenner's $6 Million Man, they have more of a plastic figure feel to them. And Mattel and Mego, I can't talk. Mego did some good things, Star Trek, Planet of the Apes, they look great. And I'm not really going to rag on the 70s Mego stuff again as a product of their time. I'm talking about the collector's market. The Mego that's at Walmart today. You go to Walmart today, or I guess any Target or anywhere, you go back to the electronics section. Somehow toys have moved from toy section to the electronics section if it's collectible. But you see them, they got Star Trek, and it's always, no matter what Walmart you go in, it's going to have that new alien guy from Star Trek Discovery. No one wants to buy it, but I understand Mego probably couldn't get the Star Trek license unless they agreed to do some stuff for the new show. I get that. I just don't like the look of them. They got a bunch of horror ones out now, I see, Leatherface, Jason, that type of line. Don't like them. Don't like them at all. And back in the 90s, there was some companies really doing this with a lot of properties. I remember there was Brady Bunch, I think. I think maybe Mego did Brady Bunch recently also. Beverly Hillbillies, I remember that one in the 90s. There was even a Randy Travis one. Randy Travis, and I love Randy Travis. But I never liked that doll-sized figures. Is it just me? To me, they're not good to... As a kid, I wouldn't want to play with them. Now, I did play with some, the Star Trek ones and Mego. But again, we're talking Mego. That's all I had to play with. They don't look like be fun to play with. They don't look like be fun to collect. They don't look like be fun to open. I don't like cloth clothes on my figures. I don't like cloth clothes on them. I don't even really like cloth clothes on figures too much. Sometimes if it's a cape or cloak and it's done right, yeah, okay. It looks better than plastic. But I just don't like that Mego. I'm ragging on Mego here, but it's not just Mego. And I just don't like that size, that Barbie doll-like size. Usually it's a little smaller than Barbie dolls sometimes, not always. I just don't like it. I want to see if I'm the only one out there that's not a fan of this. Like I said, in the 90s, they got carried away. They did Honeymooners, I think was another one they did. They did all kinds. They would come in a tube, and you could see the figures in it. And I know this would be a throwback to the whole, like I grew up with. And even today, the Mego stuff that's in the collector's area, so, ooh, look, Mego's back. It looks like old Mego stuff. And Mego has to do the old look because that's their gimmick, right? Although Mego did some smaller figures also. Why can't they be that gimmick? I just can't see buying these. I can't imagine standing them up on display. Now, of course, I got the Boba Fett's 12-inch, but I don't really call him a doll. That's not really what I'm talking about. I don't mind if it's 12-inch. It's that doll look to him with the cloth clothes. Of course, I got Luke Skywalker over here again. 70s, just that time period. I don't even like in the 90s when they did 12-inch line of Star Wars figures. I didn't like mirror Luke Skywalker look like he had bubblegum hair. I just never got into 12-inch line. And really these new Mego-like ones that look like dolls, I just can't get into. I just can't. So I want to see if you guys can change my mind. And the other thing I hate that's not really action figure wise, but it's part of the collecting world, I guess, is anything that's a bust. Anything that's like a Darth Vader, but it's up. It's from like the chest and up. I don't know who wants, I can't stand a bust. I can't stand that. You take it out of the box, it's only half of the figure, but you pay double price for it. You put it up here on your cabinet or something, and it looks like he's melting into the cabinet. I don't understand why somebody would want half of a model or half of a figure or whatever you want to call it, half of a character. I don't understand that. Why would I want Boba Fett from the chest up? That makes no sense to me. That upsets me worse than the Mego dolls. Now I want to just say about the 12-inch dolls, to get back to it, I don't hate them where I go to the store and like, oh God, I can't stand looking at them. They're not for me. You know, don't make me angry looking at them or anything. The bust kind of makes me angry when I see a bust. I was like, that's just so stupid. I just don't understand why anybody wants half of a figure. I just can't figure that one out at all. Unless you're doing a diorama and you want it to look like he's melting into your furniture. I get that. But I just can't figure. Those dolls, I'll throw some up here while I'm talking so you'll see what I'm talking about more. Because, like I said, there's some that's done right. Like back in the day, the Johnny West. Remember the Johnny West? They were like really hard plastic, wasn't they? That was way before my time. My brother had Johnny West. He had at least 2 Johnny West. But that's really before my time. And then you had G.I. Joe in the 60s. But see, those look more like figures. You know what I'm talking about? The Kenner, $6 Million Man, the old school G.I. Joe. They really didn't look like, it's more that Mego. I guess it is more that Mego. They kind of like, they're real thin and they're doll-like. Cloth clothes. I just don't like it. And I just thought, hey, I'll throw this up as a nooner, see if I can get you to change my mind. Maybe you're like, they look great on display. Get them out of the box, put them back here. To me, small is the way to go. 3.75, somewhere in that range, I really love. I just can't get these dolls and Mego figures. You don't really have any play sets or anything with them because they're so big, it's hard to do ships and stuff. But let's say you got that or put them up there. You can't really do action poses, but I don't really do action poses. That's just an excuse, I guess. I just don't like them. But I guess you guys out there do like them. Somebody likes them, somebody collects them. And I get Migos doing their retro style looks. I understand why they do it. But I'm just curious what you guys think about, I'll call them doll figures. That's what, now they're not action figures, they're doll figures or action dolls. That's what we'll call them, action dolls. That's what they should be called, action dolls. They're just Barbie dolls for boys. But let me know what you think about doll figures or a bust. Do you want half of a figure? Do you want to pay $20 for half of a character? I don't at all. But I know it's kind of weird, different topic today. I just I was talking to somebody else about the doll stuff. He's like, "Hey, do you collect any of that new Mego stuff?" I was like, "No." I just hate even looking at it. I do check them out though, because I know they're like cool packages. They did a Willy Wonka one. I was like, "Oh, cool, Willy Wonka." And then I saw the doll, and I was like, "Ugh. Dumb doll. Why they do Willy Wonka 3.75 with all the kids and a playset? Awesome. I'll be all over that. But let me know in the comments below. Change my mind, please. And don't forget, 5 o'clock, we got the quickie coming up. You want to see that about a Jawa figure in the Star Wars collection, the Kenner Star Wars collection that was unique. And I'm not talking about the cape, not talking about the vinyl cape. This was different unique in a different way. I cannot talk. Before I get out of here, don't forget it's Wednesday, so we'll be doing live 8 o'clock. It's going to be a kind of a tight Wednesday, or tight live, I should say. You know, usually I just freeload a couple of hours, but we're going to try to keep it about an hour because I got to get these other videos ready for the next day. 3 videos a day now, noon, 5, and 8. So come back at 5 for the Jawa video, and then come back at 8 for Junkman Live. I think that's it, guys. We will talk with you soon. Let me know in the comments below about doll figures and busts. Change my mind. Thank you for watching. Be back soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.